Hi class, let's actually take a look at example 4. Now, this is an actual integral. So here's the idea on these type of problems. So the first part is you're going to look at to see if it's one of the problems that it's from the past. So if it looks like a tangent inverse or some other form of the problem. In this case, it doesn't look in that form. And then your first step is actually going to find the partial fraction decomposition. So you need to find the actual constants. So find the constants. So what this means is that what we're going to do is we'll basically rewrite 3x plus 1 over x squared minus x minus 6. And we're going to see if you can rewrite it as constant. So look at the denominator. So your denominator actually, it appears to be factorable. And we're looking at minus 3 and plus 2. So we're looking at the actual partial fraction decomposition of this one. Now, notice that you just have two different terms. So it's going to be similar to the previous problem. For any other problem, you're looking at which one does it actually fit. So in this case, we have two linear ones. So we're still looking at A1 and A2. I'm just going to call them A and B's. It'll be easier to keep track of them. So that means that you can actually rewrite this equation as A over x minus 3 plus the values of b over x plus 2. And I actually said it wrong. We're talking about this fraction at the moment. So at the moment, this fraction, you can rewrite it as those two terms. Okay, so to find a and b, we're going to do the same that we did earlier, multiply by the LCD, and then we'll individually find the constants. So let me just rewrite this. So to find A and B, now to find A and B, we're just going to use technically the following equation. So you're going to have 3x plus 1 over x minus 3 times x plus 2. This is equivalent to A over x minus 3 plus b over x plus 2. Our actual LCD is equal to x minus 3 times the values of x plus 2. So let me multiply the LCD to both sides. So you're going to have x minus 3, x plus 2, and x minus 3, x plus 2. And on the left, let me actually cancel those two. On the right, you're going to multiply those two. And let me rewrite the terms that are actually left after the multiplication. So on the left, you simply have the 3x plus 1. On the right hand side, you're going to have a x minus 3 cancel. So you're going to have x plus 2 plus the values of b. X plus 2 cancels. You're going to have x minus 3. And then let me distribute, in this case, the a's and the b's so that we can take a look at the system of equation that results. So this is 3x plus 1 is equal to ax plus 2a plus bx minus 3b. This is supposed to be a 2. And well, let me rewrite the system here. So from here, the 2 by 2 system, and we're going to have that technically 3x is equal to ax plus bx. We'll remove the x in a minute. And then technically 1 is equal to 2a minus 3b. So without the extra variable of the x's, let me remove it. And now the system of equations is going to look as follows. So this is 3 is equal to a plus b. And then 1 is equal to 2a minus 3b. So this is technically your actual 2x2 system. And let me just label the equations. So we're looking at equation 1 and equation 2. Now it's just easier to solve equation 1. So let's actually solve 1 for b. So solve 1 for b, and you have that 3 is equal to a plus b. Solving for b, you have to subtract the a's. So we're looking at b is equal to 3 minus a. And then, well, we need to evaluate b into 2. So evaluate b is equal to 3 minus a into 2. In equation 2 reads 1 is equal to 2a minus 3b. So you have 1 is equal to 2a minus 3, and b is 3 minus a. So let me distribute the actual 3. So 1 is equal to 2a minus 9 plus 3a. So from this equation, let me actually add the 9 and then combine the actual a's. And we're looking at the left hand side is equal to 10. This is equal to 5a. So in this case, you're going to divide by 5 and by 5. And then a is equal to 2. Which actually means that b is equal to 3 minus actually a. So b is equal to 3 minus 2. B is equal to 1. Okay, so let me rewrite the problem in terms of what we've done so far. So far, the only portion of the problem that we've done is basically said that 3x plus 1. So in this case, the values of 3x plus 1 over, and we have x minus 3x plus 2. So x minus 3x plus 2. You can actually rewrite it. And we said that the partial fraction was a over x minus 3. So 2 over x minus 3 plus, and we ended up with 1 over x plus 2. So let me double check. We're going back to technically this this form of the fraction, which actually allows us to do the following. Now, notice that all of this is just to set the integral in the proper form. We haven't actually done anything with the integral. So to finish this problem, you would actually say that the actual integral of 3x plus 1 over, it was x minus 3. So x minus 3. So this is x minus 3 times x plus 2 dx. You can actually rewrite it as, well, technically two terms. This is 2 over x minus 3 plus 1 over x plus 2 dx, or you can rewrite it as two separate integrals. So this is going to be the integral of 2 over x minus 3 dx plus the integral of dx over x plus 2, which is just going to be, 2 ln of the absolute value of x minus 3 plus the ln of the absolute value of x plus 2 plus the constant of integration. So once you technically rewrite them into the fractions, assuming it fits the proper form, then it's not going to be a problem. The biggest challenge here is, as you can see, finding the constants. So that would be the main answer for this one. Once we broke down the messy fraction into the two separate ones, then you can technically just evaluate those two integrals. So this is what I was talking about earlier, that if you recognize this, that is just an ln, you can jump to that form.